Welcome to your new team. Racing Point are building themselves up to be a very real force to be reckoned with. They're ambitious and resourceful, and they'll expect you to be the same.
What's up guys, BeginnerDaddy here. Now we are back to another video, and this time we will be going to race in the Melbourne Grand Prix, yes. We will be racing in Australia, and big news into this video. We'll be adding the wheelcam and to show you the actual input on the wheel. We'll be using the Thrustmaster t150. It's force feedback sim racing wheel, and this is very entry level on the gaming world. It's quite cheap, cost me around 200 euro I think. And I will also be using a X-Rocker racing chair. Now we've gone through all the process and we'll be starting P1 right here. We'll be starting right behind the cardio. We'll give it a little bit of a slipstream. And again we'll be racing with the same settings as last time. Last time was just the pre-season, a F2 race just to give us a feel on the game. Now I really like this track. I did race it a few times before, still with the remote. This is the first time with the wheel. I do know the track very well, and this is my very first tip for all of you guys out there in the remote or in the wheel. The trick is to always know your track the best you can. Like, the game gives you a preview of the track and you can see kind of what kind of turns you have in the game and where you can go fast. Like right here, I obviously missed the map. Still a turn I can do a lot better now. We do have DRS. This is practice 1. Where we can test the car. Now the team told me to try to go as slow. Take it a little bit slow in the first couple of laps. Obviously I ignored that advice and I went for it. Now I really don't like practice. I think is a waste, but it's always good to give it a few laps just to get a feel on the race, on track conditions, and as well on how the car is performing. Now, oh, great pass of time. But as the game goes on and I start getting the feel of things, everything becomes a little bit easier. Again, practice, and this corner a whole lot better. Obviously I have no one in front of me. Now the others again, no one behind us. Here we are, new lap. and sometimes the force feedback is just way too strong, but we try to make the game as realistic as possible. Now a little bit faster there. Now very close to the grass. We will see if the grass won't bring us any trouble in the future of this race. Now again, very tight corner into the last corner and straight. Now into the very fast sector again. We will get very close to battle and off we go. Something happened to the guy there. Again, AI is at a very easy,
come in at the end of this lap.
difficult level. We will be going into the pit box now. As I said again, I really don't like practice, and I do know this too. Again, very fast straight. You guys can see the input of the pedals. Next to the gear selector, green for the accelerator and the red bars for the brakes. Now the brakes are very tricky on this wheel set. They are extremely sensitive and they offer no resistance when you press the pedal. So when you try and get the braking point, it's very hard to know where it is, as there is nothing to push back on your foot. Now we'll stop here and we will be back for qualifying one shot.
When you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
That's it, practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Now guys, we are back, going straight into qualifying, and we will see how things turn up. Now again, one shot qualifying, so whatever we get is whatever we get, I guess. Hopefully I won't regret. Now again, we will have the car on maximum. I will be showing that in a moment there in the corner, which will give us the maximum power on the car. Makes it go a whole lot faster. Now again, a bit slow there. Fortunately, cannot get the curve right there, but we compensate on all the other corners, I guess. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please just leave it below and consider giving a like to the video. And if you like what you what you see, and if you want some more, just subscribe to the channel, and
Are you
I
okay?
will try my best
That
to
was a big
keep
one.
it
Confirm you're okay, please.
coming. And again, the grass, we just stepped a little bit there and we lost control. One of those things that unfortunately we tried to push too much, but I guess that happens to everyone. Nothing to do with being a newbie, I guess. Now we will have to try again. I should be stopping there, but we have to try again, as for some reason I just lost my focus there, and it wasn't funny that way. Now I took the chest again, this time fully focused and nothing around me. Now we have very fast people against us. Now that almost crossed me there, crossing the grass there. Felt a very fast push on the wheel, which almost spin me, but for some reason I didn't have to do much. Again, very safe there, no crash. Now we will see on the fast corner, and we will see if I crash that again. And oh, beat on the save mode there, just to make sure I didn't step on the grass and I didn't go on the wall. I'm really trying my best there. And with the car on the maximum, obviously it's a little bit harder to control it, and sometimes I just lose a little bit of control. And we'll see where we finish. And
Nice job.
here we go.
And with
Second
qualifying
place.
complete, let's review our top
And
three
we will
today.
see the time in a
Hamilton,
second.
a racing point, and
The
Sebastian Vettel. With
1:29,
qualifying complete,
so
all that remains is the main
0.026 behind Hamilton. Not too bad, I guess.
So make sure you join us
And
then.
we'll go onto the race right now.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position,
Yeah, right,
and
guys.
a racing
And
point
we are back
alongside
into
as
the
we
race.
continue through the rest
Now
of the
this race will be very interesting. There will be a nice twist up ahead.
You managed to qualify better than we
And
expected yesterday, so let's
we will be doing our best again. We'll have a nice dogfight. But Hamilton will last for a few laps. And just a quick check on the tires there. Make sure we have the fastest strategy. And off the line we go. Now again we have the pedal input right there in the gear selector. If you guys have any questions about the wheel or the chair or anything I use on the video editing, just give me a shout out and I'll be happy to help you out. Everything I have was free up to now, obviously, other than the wheel and the chair. Now let's focus on the race. Hamilton like a bullet from the start, not making it easy at all. He will try to stay on his slipstream as much as possible, and we will have a few attempts getting naughty a little bit too much sometimes. No one behind us. Vettel is far away,
Alright, let's focus now
and
for the rest
he
of
is
the race.
pulling away. Now I need to switch on to the reach mode. Hopefully this will enable us to reach the guy a little bit faster. Now I almost go all the way into the grass there. A little bit too late on the brakes. Now we go on to the second lap. The guy is more than half a second faster than I am, so I will have to try a little bit better. Now the wheel at this point is behaving extremely nicely, and I am starting to handle it almost flat out in there. Need to improve a lot. I'm getting close. Now, as you guys all know, Hamilton just became the world champion once again for the 7th time. That's quite impressive. Now it's an honor to be behind him. Well, not that way. Or maybe this way. Unfortunately there I got naughty with him and lost a little bit of time, and I got loads of damage. Now at this point my wheel just started shaking. Which makes it the whole a lot harder now. The car doesn't even go straight at this point. Now from here on DRS will be enabled, so we are in second place and we will be in less than a second from Hamilton. That will give us a big advantage in terms of drag, because the guy is giving us dirtier, so the DRS will just push us towards the guy. As you can see, we are way closer now. Now getting naughty again, lost a piece, and my steering, well, from here on, just pushing all the way sideways. Starting to get better, but losing the line a bit there. But now the DRS again. We will see what this do for us. Hamilton has no one in front of him, so unfortunately for him, he has no DRS. Now again, this corner, very hard for me. Now I got the line there. Now again, this corner again. And DRS again. Leclerc very far behind. We got the green sector, but we got the fast lap, all thanks to the slipstream coming from Hamilton, I guess. And also DRS, of course, gives a few kilometers per hour. Again, let's see how fast we go. Now we went almost flat out there. Starting to improve. Hopefully that will reflect in our times. Now unfortunately I didn't see a way to pass the guy, almost hitting him. And now at this point I was so focused on the race that I just ignored the new strategy. I believe I should have had a look at it. Maybe it would have helped a little bit, but just ignored it and kept going. Well, I guess sometimes that happens. Now I'm trying to use the track as much as possible. Now tip number 2, guys. Use the track. You see how I am using all the band? It just gives me a faster line and I don't need to turn as much, so that means I don't lose as much speed. That keeps the momentum going as well. Sometimes it's not possible, we get distracted or we just lose the line or there is a car in front of us. of course, but that's racing, we just untapped. Now again, remember, I am racing with a damaged front wing, and that is making my life a lot harder. And the car is very, very hard to control. The downforce is just not there. So I am struggling, sometimes having a little bit of oversteer, or understeer for that matter as well. Now again, the fast corner. Unfortunately, I brake too much. Again, the brake is very hard to feel. I know where the braking point is. I have a purple sector there. We are getting closer to the guy. Now I was able to control it very well there. I was very, very proud. And again, DRS.
Good job.
The
That was the
straight,
fastest lap of the race
fast
so
lap
far.
again. And I guess while I'm behind the guy, I'm gonna keep these times coming down. Again, getting very close to it again. Quite sure I scraped a little bit of the light there. It is as fast as I felt I could in there, without losing the car. For some reason the rear keeps going off and I don't have any damage in there. Well, I should. Now, little rub there with the tire. And we will see what we can do here. Now, unfortunately, my Racing Point car has no juice comparing to the Mercedes. It's a replica from the previous year, but just a little below. And the team is different, of course. We are on lap number 6. And we are still in second. Which is quite impressive. Almost no crashes. Nothing serious. And no chance for amateur here. I had the DRS on. He was in fourth here, no DRS.
Give us the best in lap you can.
Now, last lap before the pit stop, and we will just send it. I went into reach mode now, just to give it a little more juice. And this game is extremely realistic most of the times, which is a nice feel. And when you play, if you have the right gear, you really feel that you are in the car. Just imagine the wind and all that. This guy is very close to me. If I do a mistake, I am quite sure he'll take a chance.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Now, my engineer almost distracted me there, making me go a little bit too far on the line. Now again, using the track, turning as little as possible to lose as little speed as possible. Now, last corner before stopping. Now, we need to go relatively slowly in here. Now Hamilton is coming behind us. We will see what happens. We all know that sometimes races are won or lost in the pit lane. Hamilton is gone. We are in fourth and Roman fifth. We are losing loads of places. Seventh. Extremely long stop, as we had to replace the front wing. Now we start in ninth after the pit stop. This will be the only one that we will be doing in all this race. Obviously all the champions race like that. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Now, without a joke, that was the strategy recommended by the game, so we just went for it, and that's the reason why. Now things will get a little bit shaky now. We will be changing into rich mode just to try and close this gap a little bit. At this point I'm quite comfortable with the track and all the turns, going as fast as possible, and a little bit wiggle there, but okay. When in doubt, just flat out right, and that's exactly what I've done. Now a very tight corner, let's see what happens. Everyone is stopping now. We will certainly be gaining a few positions here. We'll see where we stand. And we go into second place. Leclerc was just out of the boxes, so we will see how fast it will be. Again, we are in rich mode, and hopefully I'm gonna catch Hamilton right there. Right there, I'm getting nervous as I am seeing the laps going, and Hamilton is way in front of me, and I started getting a little bit nervous for being behind, and I lost sometimes the line or the braking point. You see how it goes? Very nice. And using the track again. See how the car in front of you goes. These AI cars are programmed to follow the real racing line that the real driver would use. Now right there we went into first. And we will see what happens from now on. There we go. 2 greens and 1 purple sector. But amazingly that does not give us the fastest lap. Now from here on we have the track all free in front of us, and we do have fresh tires with enough tread on it, so we're just gonna keep going. Now guys, I am gonna leave it at it, and please enjoy the rest of the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked. If you guys want to see more content like this, if you have any questions at all, just give us a subscribe and a comment, and we will be glad to help you out or answer anything you guys wish. Now see you next time, and have a good one.
Leading our teammate by 33.0 seconds. flag. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. the race so far? Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Drive. We did it. Good job.